Sharon Waxler, owner and head trainer of At Your Service Dog Training. We provide expert service dog training for life-changing results. Today's video is about shaping. Shaping is a way of training where you build behavior incrementally. You start by reinforcing whatever behavior the dog is offering, and then slowly reinforce step by step, tiny steps toward the eventual goal behavior. You want to reinforce several times at the current level before you expect a little bit more from your dog. So generally speaking, the dog should be meeting current criteria at least 80% of the time before you expect a little more. Shaping is wonderful for training service dogs for several reasons. First of all, it's a lot of fun. So dogs love it, and usually people love it too. So it's a great way of building your bond and your relationship with your dog, building trust and positive associations. It's also wonderful for confidence building because there is no wrong in shaping. In shaping, everything is part of the mix, and you're just reinforcing as often as you can with a high rate of reinforcement any tiny thing that's going in the direction you want. So it builds confidence in newly adopted dogs or dogs who are a little uncertain about situations. And for this reason also, it tends to build creativity and resilience, which is something we also want in our service dogs, especially if you want your dog to alert you to something or in other way offer behavior, such as responding to a symptom that you don't know you're having. It's really helpful if your dog has learned that there's no wrong that they can do in a training scenario, and they should trust their instincts and go for it. So we're going to get started with a couple of demonstrations of shaping. The first one is that I'm going to train my dog, Gromit, to get into this bucket and lay down. Now, he's never done this before, but I'm going to be ready the second that I put this bucket down to start marking. I'm going to use a clicker every time he does anything involving the bucket, such as looking at it, moving toward it, taking a step toward it, putting a paw in it. There's no wrong, so if he just sits there and ignores it, that's okay. I would look for him to do something like turn his head toward it or sniff it. I'm going to keep rewarding using a high rate of reinforcement anything that involves the bucket, and then slowly try to build him getting into the bucket, sitting, and laying down in the bucket. We'll see what happens. I'm going to put the bucket on a piece of blue yoga mat just to make it easier for you to see the bucket on the dark floor. Wait. Before. Free. 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 I think actually the bucket is too small for him to lie down, so I'm going to change my goal behavior to sitting in the bucket. Free. Yay, good boy. Free. So that's a real-time demonstration of shaping a novel behavior. Another great behavior that you can shape is healing or walking by your side. So I'm going to show you this fun shaping game called Choose to Heel. Another thing that I love about shaping for service dogs is that you don't need any physical abilities to do it. You don't need to be able to attach a leash or manipulate the dog or lure the dog in any way. Since you're working with what the dog is naturally offering you in terms of behavior, it's really a doable training option for people who have limited mobility or any type of sort of physical limitation. So for Choose to Heel, I am going to just start rewarding the dog anytime that he walks by my left side. Now Gromit is making this look really easy because he's done a lot of demonstrations in online lessons and classes that we do on healing, so he's already got this tendency. But what I'm doing here is I'm just wandering around, and anytime he shows up at my left side, I'm marking and rewarding. You can see that because he's never done this shaping exercise before, anytime he's anywhere near my left side, I'm going to reward. I'm stopping and rewarding. I'm not waiting for him to follow me for 2 steps or 3 steps until he's reliably following me for 1 step over and over again. So again, for shaping to be successful, you want to set the bar as low as you possibly can, and only when the dog is meeting criteria at that level would you start asking them to do more. So he seems to be doing pretty well right now. Oops, I'm off camera. With sticking by my side over and over again for 1 step. Free. So now I'm going to start, if he continues to do that, I'm going to start asking him to do 2 steps next to me. That was 2 steps. That's 2 steps. That was 3 in a row. Let's see if he can do 4 or 5 in a row. That's 80%. 4 out of 5 is 80. So now I'm going to try doing 3 steps. And he's doing that. If he gets out of position and then finds my side again, I'm going to mark and reward for just coming back to my side. And then if he's again starting to reliably walk next to me for 2 steps, I'll reward for that. For 3 steps, I'll reward for that. I hope this has been helpful. Have fun training your service dog.